Good morning, boys and girls. Envision Math 10-1. Today we're making 11, 12, and 13. Let's take a look at what this says over here, down here. Home connection. Your child used objects and 10 frames to model the number 11 as 10 plus 1. So what that means is that you have number 11, and that's equal to 10 plus 1. And 10 frames, when we talk about 10 frames, we are talking about something like that looks like this. The 10 frame is referring to this. All right, this is a 10 frame. This is a 10 frame. This is a 10 frame because it has 10 boxes for you to draw 10 things. Just like your 10 fingers, you hold up 2 hands, you have 10 fingers. Your child used objects and 10 frames to model the number 11 as 10 plus 1, the number 12 as 10 plus 2, and the number 13 as 10 plus 3. Okay, so 11 is equal to 10 plus 1, 12 is equal to 10 plus 2, and 13 is equal to 10 plus 3. So we continue to use the concepts of a 10 frame for each of the numeric expression. All right. So it could be, you could say each one of these expressions uses 10 frame plus 3 ones, or you could say 2 hands, which is 10 fingers, plus another 3 fingers. Or 2 fingers, or 1 finger. That stands for 11. Home activity. Have your child model the number 12 by placing 10 pennies inside a cup and 2 pennies outside of it. Repeat with the numbers 13 and 11. So right now you are basically using tangible items. They call it manipulatives. Okay, educators call it manipulatives or realia. So right here it mentions 10 pennies, but you don't have to use 10 pennies if you don't have it. You could use 10 pencils, 10 erasers, 10 pieces of hair, 10 dust particles. They may be too small, but 10 clumps of something, 10 little rocks, 10 pieces of grass, anything to represent 10 with something tangible. Then you put it inside a cup, and then 2 pennies outside of it. So that stands for 12. So you could put 10 rocks in a cup and 1 rock outside, or 2 rocks outside. That stands for 10 plus 2, which is the number 12. And then you're supposed to repeat with the numbers 13 and 11. So now you put 10 rocks in a cup, 3 rocks outside the cup. Now you have 10 plus 3, which is equal to 13. For 11, you put 10 rocks in a cup, 1 rock outside, that's 10 plus 1, that again represents 11. Or you can use 10 pennies or other things, okay? All right, have fun at that. Now let's come to this. Okay, so right here, you have the 10 frame, 10 plus blank equals what? 10 frame, 10 plus what equals what? 10 frame, 10 plus what equals what? So we know the what is because they mentioned the 3 numbers, 11. They again mentioned 12. And then the other one is 13. All right, I cannot do it at the same time, so we just do one item at a time. So let's just use the 11 first, okay? Use 11 as the first one. 11. So we work on this one, 11. So 10 plus 1, what is equal to 11. So you use, let's use the picture first, the 10 frame, all right? Or it's the same as 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 fingers, one hand. Another hand, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you got 10 fingers when you raise both hands up and open your hands up. Or you got a 10 frame. So how do you make 11? Well, you need to add one more. All right, so you have 2 hands, then you put it away, then you got 1 finger, that's 11. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. A 10 frame plus 1 is equal to 11. So it's 1 because it's outside of the 10 frame, right? 1. All right, let's do the next one. Coming along. All right, the next one, this is right in the middle one. So in the bottom you mentioned 12. That's the next number. So 10 plus what equals 12? Well, let's first do the picture first. A picture is worth 1,000 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, how many more you need to put outside of the 10 frame to make 12, or outside of the cup to make 12? That's 1, that's 2. Now I got 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. 10, let's fix that, plus 2 is equal to 12, right? See if you do the last one, number 13 on your own, all right? Or if you don't know, let your parents ask you some questions. Say, first of all, what do you do on the 10 frame? Well, you're supposed to fill it and so on, but at least you could start with 13 here. 10 plus what? 13. And then work with your parents if you don't know how to do it yourself. Best wishes. Oh, I still have to do the back. Sorry. Let's do the back. And if you are a little tired or what, you just pause. And that's one thing about the power of using videos. You could always pause it. You could always rewind it. You could always stop it and come back. All right. Or if you need to use a restroom or whatever, just go and then come back and do the other path. All right. Let's go to the next page. All right. Let's see what it says here. How many boxes? First, there's a visual learning. Visual learning. All right. So how many boxes? Let's count them. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got 13 boxes. So 13 boxes, you got an arrow here, and then you got a 10 frame. That's like opening both hands to have 10 fingers. 10 boxes, a 10 frame. Say 10 frame. That's right, 10 frame. Plus how many ones? 3. So that is 10 frame represents the number 10. The 3 ones represent the number 3. Then now you write it onto an equation or a verbal expression. 10 plus 3 is equal to 13, or total of 13 boxes. Let's go down to work on this one at a time. What does 1 say? Directions. Have children 1 trace the number sentence that matches the drawing. So that's easy. You just trace. All right, and you just trace. Plus 2, what? 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. You just trace. 10 frame plus 2 ones equal to 12. That's easy enough. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 says directions. 2, fill in the drawing to match the number sentence. So you got 10 plus 1 is equal to 11 as the equation or the number sentence. I guess they call it number sentence when you're in kindergarten. They want to say number sentence. It's instead of a 3rd or 4th grader call it an equation. All All right, so you do a number, you do a picture, right? It says drawing. Okay, they call it drawing. So first of all, you fill in a 10 frame with 10 drawings or 10 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does it have to be dots? No, you could draw anything. But we're not doing art, so you don't want to take forever to do something like this. We're doing math. You're just doing pictures for representation or drawings for representation. That's 10. How much more to make 11? Well, 10 plus 1. So you need to have a 1 outside the 10 frame. Now you have 10 plus 1. There you go. You got it. Perfect. 100 points. Perfect. 100%, I should say. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3 looks like that. And then the directions says, directions have children 3. Write the number sentence and fill in the drawing to show how to make 12. Okay, so the number sentence is to make 12. So equals 12 because that you are to make 12. And then you need to do a number sentence with the 10 frames. So first you got to have a 10 because we're working with 10 frames. All right, so then you're supposed to draw a picture, I believe. So let's do the picture first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus how many ones outside the box to make 12? You got it. 1, 2. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. 2. All right. Okay, now we come to the last one. We come to the last one. Now, I'm not going to do the whole thing for you. I want you to work with your parents if you know how to do it yourself. Okay, I'm going to read it. And then I'll give the basics and you finish. Well, I want you to think. You know, as a man thinketh, so is he. So he who thinks or she who thinks, thinking is very important. It makes you, if you don't use it, you lose it. The more you use it, use your brain, the smarter you get. Number 4, write the number sentence and fill in the drawing to show how to make 13. So since they are asking for you to make 13, you have to do 13. Since we're still working with a number sentence with a 10 frame, you have 10 over here. Now, you do finish the rest. Do the drawings with the 10 frame plus how many ones outside the 10 frame to make 13. And then after that, you fill in 10 plus what? Right? The number, the numeral. Okay? Okay. Best wishes, upload into the Google Classroom. I'll give you 100 points. Take a picture of what you do. You got to transfer this. You don't have this hard copy. We don't want to go to the school that often because of the coronavirus situation. Just transfer the answers and some of these drawings onto your writing journal. Take a picture and I'll give you 100 points. Best wishes, boys and girls.